Welcome back, my dear friends. How are you? All right, so this is going to be a reading for our friends Aquarius for the second week of November, of course, from the 10th to the 16th or so, roughly speaking. Let's see what we got for you guys. Okay. If you guys need anything personal, because this is general, the address is at the bottom left. Okay, as you can see, nice and easy. It's about 10 days waiting time right now. Very, very, very busy, but the sooner you book it, the sooner it's going to get to you, right? Okay, brand new deck of cards. This is the very first time I'm using this very cards. Brand new, like this is the very first time. They're beautiful. I love them. Okay. Okay, so I make the layout nice and simple, okay? And there's no point complicating things. Because again, it's general, right? So this represents the present. Of course, we're gonna go a lot deeper, right? This is the last 3 months and the next 3 months, and then we're gonna get other messages, of course. Now, the card at the bottom of the deck is very important. So that's gonna tell us what the overall energy for the reading is, okay? Ready? Let's go. Aquarius, the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. The Queen of Pentacles is focused on money, is focused on finances, is focused on material things. In other words, she's the queen of material things. She doesn't need any help, or she doesn't need any help from, meaning she knows what she wants, she knows how to get it. So right now you feel you know what to do and you know how to get it. And it seems to me that it's a brand new way of thinking for you. Perhaps not brand new now, but perhaps the last month or so, you sort of realize that you're the only one really that can give yourself what you need. No point looking for what you need from others, right? So Queen of Pentacles, remember that. The Queen of Pentacles, you're in control of the financial situation, and there are people who come to you for either money to help them financially or even for advice about finances. So you're seen right now as the expert on finances, the one who knows what to do. So that's a really good card, really good card. It is good for you anyways, because that shows us that when it comes to finances, you know what you're doing and you don't need any help from nobody. As a matter of fact, there are people who's asking you for help. Now, let's see the last 3 months. The Queen of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so as I said before, it's almost as if a brand new you we're dealing with. This is not the same old you who needed things and love from other people and ask other people, do you love me? Or, why can I get this? Why can I get that? Well, you've learned to give it to yourself, if you know what I mean. Come on. What's going on here? Give me 1 second, okay, guys? There you go. Beautiful. You see what I mean, Aquarius? Now, you received some major information, news. This news is probably a love offer from someone extremely sincere, someone who's been hurt before, but they don't give up. Now, could be an ex of yours, yes. They could be a Scorpio, a Taurus, or a Sagittarius. Regardless, this person would like to give it another go, but not another go based on what you had before. They understood and they understand that you cannot go back to what you had before. So That's why they didn't work in the first place. So they're willing to try something totally new, meaning they are going to propose to you, hey, you know what? We do love each other. We know that it didn't work last time. We know that it's not a matter of whose fault is it, but we just didn't get it right. So why don't we learn from our mistakes and this time around do something completely different? In other words, this person is showing you that they do want to work on this relationship. They haven't given up. They haven't given up, and they're willing to put the effort in. Absolutely. This sword shows you that they're truly willing to do the work with a brand new mindset. And they're really, this person really loves you. And this time around, Aquarius, they want to show you that they are serious. So if I were you, I would give him a chance. I would give him a chance, okay? Now, let's see what you're doing right now. The Emperor. So you are sitting pretty. I mean, look at this. You don't need anything. You paid the price. You got rid of the people around you who didn't belong around you. You paid the price and you say, you know what? I'm not going to rush into anything. I'm just going to look after myself. As I told you before, you're looking after yourself. Well, there is no better card in the deck of cards to illustrate someone who's looking after themselves. The Emperor is the topmost card when it comes to authority, wisdom, and truly knowing what they want. So you you definitely, as I described at the very beginning, definitely looking after yourself. I cannot blame you at all. You're doing the right thing. And as I said before, as a matter of fact, you have people coming to you, not only perhaps for financial help, but also for wisdom, for advice, in other words, right now, you're sitting on a throne, as you can see, and people see you as, wow, how does he do that? Or he must know something we don't, right? Yes, and you're good with money. You know how to make a little bit of money become a lot of money. So this is why people admire you. Now, at the same time, as I said, I mean, it's funny how this reading simply keeps on almost expanding on the same theme. The Ace of Cups is one cup. So what that means is self-love. One person who understands what love is. Well, right now, you are loving yourself. Now, I don't know if you're going to accept the offer here. We're going to find out in a moment. But right now, you're just busy on finances, collecting your debts and paying your debts. You're getting rid of high interest rates. If you had a court case, it is done very soon and in your favor, or at the very least in a fair way towards you. So you didn't lose almost anything, or you gained. So you're looking after yourself. Yes, look, yeah, you paid the price. You suffered. You had good times and bad times. You've been rich and you've been poor. And you're building upon all of that wisdom, acquired knowledge, and acquired experience. You had some disasters. You had some not so nice things happening to you. Look, you are reborn. You're totally. You see, the difference is this. I'm going to pull one more card. The Magician. Wow, it could not have been more perfect. The Magician. Wow. So I was going to say, you've learned the hard lessons. You paid the price. You have become wise. You have had disasters. You have beautiful moments, but disasters also. And so you've learned to, number one, instead of then looking or wanting love from others or needing love from others, you will learn to love yourself and just be stable. Don't rush, don't chase. Just you've adopted the extremely wise understanding that what is yours, what belongs to you, will come to you. There's no need to chase. If you're chasing something, it means that it's not for you. Because think about it, if you have to chase someone, it means that they're not interested in you. They're not your person. So why would you chase someone who's not meant for you? They are chasing somebody else. So just relax and say, what's meant to be mine is mine. I pre-written this life. Whatever I put in my movie script would be mine. So what do I worry about? And so you basically are adopting that mindset of relax, trust the light, trust heaven, trust God, trust whatever you want, the law of attraction. And speaking of the law of attraction, here's Mr. Law of Attraction, the magician. The magician who knows that there is no need to chase anyone. Simply declare it. What's mine is mine. Thank you. I don't want anything that doesn't belong to me. Thank you for what's mine. Thank you for what's coming. And thank you again. That's it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, let me see what's going to go on in the next 3 months with you guys. Four of Swords. Ten of Cups. Wow. And Ace of Wands. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Someone will now, again, I said several times in the past, but it bears repeating again. What you see in the cards, my dear friends, is not to be considered destiny. What it is red and green flags ahead of time. In other words, it almost warns you ahead of time so that you can rectify something. For instance, someone is going to try and betray you, stab you in the back. So that doesn't mean that somebody will stab you in the back. What it means is that if you do nothing, somebody will stab you in the back. But this is actually to save you from that, to spare you. So know that there is someone plotting to take advantage of you somehow. And I believe that this is not financial advantage. This is ideological, speaking behind your back, trying to sabotage you one way or the other. This is someone who's jealous of you. Now, if you ask me, I believe you are going to accept this offer. There is a brand new reigniting. This is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is not only physical attraction, missing each other physically, but also the recognition that this is a blessed union. And together you're meant to build an empire. So this is the same person here. Whether you're man or woman, it doesn't matter. If you're a woman, they're going to come rushing in. If you're a man, they're going to come rushing in. But you are going to reignite this relationship into a beautiful thing. And together, the Ten of Cups is the happiest card when it comes to marriage and family and fulfillment, love fulfillment. There ain't no 11 of Cups. So the 10 is as high as you can go. There you go. So that's your reading, my dear friends. I'm going to pull some more cards, of course. The signs you might be dealing with, you have Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Taurus, Aries. And perhaps, no, that's it. There's no point giving you more. Now, let me pull 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. This is final advice and or information. The High Priestess is a card who recognizes that there is no rush and life is a spiritual experience. In other words, relax and be grateful. Instead of then asking, I need, I want, be grateful. Just thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything that is coming to me. Thank you for the money that comes to me, for the love that comes to me. Thank you for the respect. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So she relaxes, and instead of then asking and begging, she thanks. More of the same. The Queen of Swords declares exactly what she wants. Simple as that. The Three of Wands is waiting for someone to come to see you. In other words, you are waiting for someone to come to see you. You're finally ready to venture out there and go get it or be available. In other words, you're no longer off the market, but you are gonna be on the market again. I believe you were waiting for the person whom from the past. They are coming back. Congratulations. There you have it. Now, love message from the universe, and then we'll see if any messages from anyone or oracle, and then we're going to end with the yes or no coin, okay? So if you have a question, just hold on to it a few seconds. New love. So this is either a new person or the old love is going to be renewed. Love you. Remember where I told you before? Look. There you have it. Now, let's see if there's any other messages. Then we're going to pull the coin. Okay, my dear friends? Thank you so much. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? Would you mind? It's totally free to you, but it really, really helps the channel. And also, like the movie, the movie, the video, of course. All right. The message says, this is a destined partnership. Text message. So we are going to receive a text message, unexpected. And of course, we already know what it is, and we already know who it is. Hey, do you think we can get back together? Let's see. Think of your questions. Think of your question, my dear friends Aquarius. The answer for you is yes. Do you think we want to go back together? Of course. Of course. We're meant for each other. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Big hug. If you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me. See you soon.